Hi guys, my name is Alisha Nicole Jackson. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It is lower body day, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. I post every single Sunday around about 7 p.m. I believe Eastern Standard Time. So you can count on me to be back next Sunday with the vibes and the workouts, okay? So first and foremost, before every workout, I like to stretch, which is what I'm doing here. It's super duper important to stretch, especially if you have a job where you sit all day. I always say that you need to really get up and move your body. And to be honest, guys, this is so essential. A couple of weeks ago, I was just really busy with my schedule. Not gonna lie, so I wasn't stretching as much as I should have, and I felt it instantly, especially today because it's heavy lifting day. I need to stretch my muscles even more because I'm literally about to stretch them with heavy weight and use them. So, yeah, guys, I always make sure I stretch before the video and after. I don't show the after, but I always do say I stretch after. You guys take my word for it, I promise. If you ever see me in the gym, you'll see. But yeah, guys, I stretch before every workout, 7 minutes minimum, 20 seconds on each stretch, or you can always stretch for longer. You guys, this is so relaxing. This is one of the best parts of the workout. I obviously I'm recording, so I don't have my headphones into my phone, but on Tuesday sometimes I, blast my music really loud, but it's honestly peaceful to not have the music blasting and just, be in the quietness of the gym. I go to a really chill gym. I love Planet Fitness. I always say that. I can't wait till they sponsor my videos. But I go to a really chill gym. It's very relaxed. So it's always kind of quiet, never too crowded. And even when it is, everybody just vibes and kind of minds their business. Even the people who work here are super nice. I've created some friendships just by going to the gym, which is really cool. I feel like that really shows you like, dang, like I must be a gym rat if I know all the people that work at that specific location. But this is one of my favorite locations to record. Sometimes during the week, like if I'm ever, bored, I switch it up because you could go to any Planet Fitness wherever you live. So I'll like switch it up during the week if I ever get bored. I'm like, okay, like, time to go to a different Planet Fitness because, I just want to be around new people. So it's another location I go to that's about the same distance away, but I just like to get into a new atmosphere sometimes, especially since I haven't been on vacation for a while, guys. So, that's my little Planet Fitness rant. But yeah, guys, make sure that you are stretching and moving your body. And if you ever can't go to the gym to work out and need to do a home workout, you can stretch at home too. I would recommend buying a foam roller. I got that from Five Below. I think you can get a lot of things from Five Below, especially to work out. They even sell Pilates equipment. So, if you guys ever need fitness stuff, especially in this economy, honey, I would go straight to Five Below because they have a couple of cool things. And I'm not sure, do you guys prefer stretching at home or do you prefer, or just working out at home or working out at the gym? It's probably more convenient to work out um in the comfort of your own home, you know? But yeah, guys, I'm almost done with the stretching. I feel like this day, well, this wasn't that long ago, but I just realized how boring the gym is, you guys. I literally just made a short about that and posted just how boring the gym is. It really is boring, but you kind of got to keep going. Like, I've been doing the same movements for the past 2 years, and I feel like I've made the most progress with the most mundane routine, But sometimes boring is necessary. I feel like life won't always be exciting. But those little things that you have to kind of keep doing and be consistent with gives you the most progress. Okay, guys. So first and foremost, um, these are something that my trainer has me do. Shout out to Omar. I trust anything he says. He trained for the Olympics, so yeah, I'm gonna do it. Um, but he called these Wonder Woman, Superwoman. You could call them Supermans. You could be whoever you want to be over here. You hear me? Just do the workout. So these are side step squats. You side step squat come back into a regular squat and do the same thing on the other side. That's literally one. So for this exercise, I did 10 8 6, but something I'm going to start doing is training until failure on the last set, okay? Now, I've heard and seen a lot of gym girlies train until failure, and it makes a huge difference, especially with their legs and glutes. To be honest, y'all, I don't need to grow my glutes no bigger. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm still cutting right now. I'm probably gonna cut like maybe 2 or 3 more pounds off, just so I'm a little more comfortable, especially in a bikini. I just want to tighten up a bit more. So I haven't been too focused on like eating or anything like that, because now that I've broken my metabolism and put on gains, the weight coming off is slower than it would usually be. So yeah, guys, I'm focused on cutting, but I did want to add going into failure into my routine because I wanted to challenge myself. I've been working out for 5 years, and sometimes you just need a challenge. You need something new. So I'm going to go into failure. If my glutes grow, great. But I'm not going to necessarily eat as much calories as I was eating to bulk. I'm just going to focus on gaining muscle from this point on, because y'all, oh, I feel like, I feel like I love my body the way it is. And for the most part, I feel like my body is how it's gonna be until I guess, you know, I have kids and things of that nature, and I like it this way. It's no real reason to expand or go any harder, in my personal opinion. I feel like now I'm just exercising to maintain the body that I have, and for my mental health. I always talk about how it helps my mental and physical health. I don't need to bulk no more back there. I like my body. I think it's nice. If anything, I'll lose a couple of pounds and just continue to gain muscle, and just make sure I'm comfortable loving my body. I feel like the grass is greener where you water it. When I was slimmer, I was still beautiful, and I'm still beautiful now, but I just have to appreciate my body type wherever it is along my journey. And you should too, y'all. Okay, so shout out to the girls that was next to me. They was killing it, y'all. I gotta post my upper body eventually, but I want to learn how to do a pull up without the assistance. Anyway, these are well, this is the leg press machine. That's better grammar. This is the leg press machine. For this, I did 10 8 6, and my trainer didn't tell me like high or low, so I decided I'm gonna do high and low. So what that looks like: 10 high, 10 low, 8 high, 8 low, 6 high, 6 low. This was the heaviest I went. I set a new PR. I'm at 250 finally, guys. It is the end of the month, but I will be at 300 by the middle of April. You can clock that and count me in for saying that. So I was really proud of myself, because that was one of my goals, to hit a new PR. I feel like the heavier you lift, the plumper it get back there. And not that I'm necessarily trying to grow my glutes or legs anymore, but I am going to continue lifting heavy, and eventually they're going to grow. I'm going to gain more muscle. I think I'm just not trying to gain any more weight per se, or any more fat. But guys, I was super happy to hit my PR at the gym this day. It was just a good day. Just in general, I saw my homie at the gym, and it's always good to have friends who kind of just understand you. I feel like as I've gotten older and just changed a lot of my thinking patterns. By the way, I have a playlist, just a motivational playlist, so you could basically reprogram your mind, right? Because even for me to post on YouTube, I had to be in a certain mindset. But it's always good to meet and find people that are on the same wavelength and who understand you. So it was nice talking to him, because man, it's sometimes it's hard in this generation to meet people you can relate to, especially if you don't follow a lot of the things that are going on. So shout out to my homie. Talking to him definitely made my day. But side note, guys, for these, remember not to lock your knees. Slow and steady wins the race, and go as deep as possible. Sometimes, y'all, I just be trying to get done with it, okay? But I always want to remind you guys to make sure you're doing everything the correct way. Also, guys, I know I said in my last video I was ranting about where I'm at. I'm going to leave. So shout out to me for making the decision to leave things that aren't good for me and that drain me, and I encourage everybody on my channel to do the same thing always. Because your mental health and your well-being is so important. You have to have enough energy for yourself, and as I'm getting older, I'm realizing how to like really protect my energy and not interact with things that drain me or people that drain me. I just maintain boundaries, you know what I mean? I say no, and if anything, I just ignore people. And I'm not mean, guys. I'm not doing it intentionally to be mean or like to be a butthole, right? But you gotta protect your energy. If you know somebody is negative, ignore them. Get some headphones, listen to some music, do something. You know, you have to protect your energy, and I'm big on that. And I feel like if anything, this experience that I'm in with where I'm currently at and working taught me how to protect my energy and just be in my own world, regardless of what's going on around me. So, just a reminder, guys, protect your energy and, you know, make stuff happen. It's not too late in the year to hit your goals. I still have 2 more things I got to knock out, y'all, and I'm going to hit them and I'm going to do them. I also definitely want to leave my hometown. I think that's huge, and I think I could do it. I've lived away from home before, but I was a lot younger and, you know, I made a lot of different decisions. I think now I would be very much so prepared to leave and I could actually stay away. So, yeah, guys, don't remember your goals, whether it's to get in the gym, whether it's to move away. You know, things happen along the journey that are sometimes annoying and can sometimes throw us off. But, guys, if you don't do it this year, you're going to have to do it next year. And as I'm getting older, I'm realizing even 3 months is a lot. Even 6 months is a lot. Any amount of time where you're somewhere you don't want to be is a lot. So you guys, you know, like me, this I be talking to the in these videos, listening back to them myself. Want to make sure they're digestible, but I need to hear these things as well. So just a reminder to stay on your goals for the year. It's not too late, and to keep going. I literally saw a TikTok where he was like, the middle of things is the hardest part. The beginning, you have the momentum. The end is where you reach the goal, but stay the course for the middle. Okay, y'all. My trainer told me to do bear crawls. Love you, Omar. I was not doing no bear crawls across them people gym. It was too many people, and not that I even care what people think, but I just, you feel me? I just wasn't there. Okay, wasn't in the mood. So I did 4 lunges. Basically, what he has me do is I typically bear crawl 3 times. So, actually 6 times, cause from one end to the other is one and you go back, but let's call it 3 for the sake of this video. Instead of bear crawls, what I did was 4 lunges. I always say I love lunges. Like, these are my favorite. I feel like I've seen the most results the past 2 years, honey. And if you look at my videos, I love a good lunge and I love a good squat. Okay, people think all the time you have to have all these crazy moves or crazy like things in the gym to like see progress. Like, honey, you don't have to do all of that, honey. Okay, you just have to have certain movements in your routine and you will see progress, along with the proper nutrition and a lot of protein. But you guys, you know, you've been watching me for a while, so if you don't know, now you know. Grab some dumbbells, something that's not super light, but something that's not super heavy, like a happy medium. You just want to lunge forward from one end of the gym to the other. Slow and steady wins the race. If you guys see me rushing or going a little faster, guys, you know, I'm just probably trying to get through with it. But don't do that. Take your time. Take your time. But yeah, guys, I am very excited for my future. I feel like in life, you just have to continue to have things that you are excited about. And, you know, some seasons are going to be tough. Some seasons are going to be boring. But y'all, this is my excitement. The gym is my excitement. And that's why, you know, I'm consistently showing up. So I hope every time I get on here, you guys get inspired to get up and work out. It's literally people I follow on social media, and I moved the camera just so she was more comfortable as well. But it's literally people I follow on social media, y'all. As soon as they post, I swear, I'm like, let me get up and go to the gym. And I hope just to be that for other people. Like, okay, you see me posting, you like, let me put this Dorito down. I don't care if you're mid-bite, okay? Get the Dorito and put it in the trash, okay? That's how I want people to feel. So, And not just on like no shame or nothing, but on some motivation, like, okay, yeah, let me get up and do what I said I was gonna do, because if I don't, nothing will change. So okay guys, this is my last time cruising across this gym with my 4 lunges. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. There we go. Okay. Okay. These are something I liked. Well, I mean, I didn't invent them, but they're called one leg push downs. This is the assisted pull up machine. So the ladies were using the one next to me, right? That's the unassisted one. Okay, that's the one for, I guess, everybody a big dog, but that's the one for the big dogs. Okay. Now this is the assisted one. This is the big dog one before you get to the big dog one, which is next to me. However, I use this a bit different. I do the assisted pull-ups on days where I'm not working on legs for upper body. But on days where I am working on legs, I do like one leg push downs with these. I actually really love these. There's this guy on Instagram and TikTok. He like debunks myths and different fitness stuff. And I know he has a lot to say about these, but these work for me. So like I always say, do what works for you. The internet is a place full of opinions. And yeah, I mean, some people, I guess, do have a lot of credentials. So, of course, their opinion may hold more weight. But if you find that a workout works for you, why would you stop doing it? Okay. And speaking of workouts that work, I have my glute guide in the bio for purchase, so you guys feel free to buy my lower body guide. It's literally a compilation of my workouts. I split up the days that you guys work out right in the gym, but I also tell you what apps to download, what to eat, how to count your calories, things I wish I would have knew on the beginning of my gym journey to make it easier. It's all summed up into one guide for $10. Like I always say, if you just want to support me and just buy it, please do. You don't have to grow your lower body to do it. Just buy it, you know? And also, if you know somebody who's trying to grow their lower body, buy it for them, because it's not too late to make changes within your year. By the way, y'all, I got to do a vision board for this year. I haven't done my vision board yet, y'all. I got so much to do. Y'all, I got a legging haul to do for y'all. I got some hair content to do, honey. I'm a busy woman. So we gonna get to it. But right now we're getting to this workout, okay? For these, it's literally simple. You just push down the pad with your legs, slow and steady. For these, you're gonna have to be slow and steady because it's resistance. So if you're not slow and steady, it's gonna come up too fast, okay? And that's gonna hurt. So just make sure you're taking your time. I lifted heavy with these. I believe I did the last sentence of failure like with everything else. 10, 8, 6, but for the 6, like I said, I did as many as possible. That's all failure means. It literally means doing as many reps as you can until you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore, right? You don't want to hurt yourself, but you definitely want to challenge yourself, right? Okay, so I'm going to implement that moving forward. It was easier today, right? Because my trainer went easy on me. I don't know. I don't know what type of vibe I'm going to get. Some days he's like, do 15, 15, 10, 8. Like on those days, obviously it's going to be harder to do it until failure, okay? And I'm hoping that like the days where I lift light, that's when he has me do more reps, because that makes more sense, right? I feel like when you are lifting heavier, I look so tired, baby, I am. But I feel like when you are lifting heavier, it's just safer to do less reps because the weight is heavier, right? You don't want to hurt yourself. So we'll see what happens. I work on my lower body twice a week, a light day and a heavy day, and my upper body once a week. I'm excited for transitioning into another job where I could hopefully get in the gym more. I'm in the gym about 3 times a week, but I'm hoping to definitely do it more, especially for that cardio, man. I always mention in my videos, cardio is so good for you. Right now I'm strength training, but I am actually going to show my cardio at the end of this video, so I'm excited. The cardio is back, honey. When I tell you a great way to lose fat is strength training plus cardio, that's what I've been doing for my cut, and I have gotten a bit smaller, which I'm super excited about. But not only that, it's good for your heart and it gives you more stamina. I feel like I have way, way, way more stamina. I only go into the office maybe 2 or 3 times a week at this specific position, which I won't be here for, just for a while, right? This is temporary. However, when I do go in, it's a lot of walking involved. And I feel like since I've started my cut and incorporating my cardio, I just have more stamina overall. And I feel very, very great. Like, oh my goodness, I'm working on my heart. Look at me. You feel me? And it's cool just to watch yourself transition from being able to do 5 minutes on the treadmill to 10 minutes to 15 minutes, because that's super duper dope. And I feel like I'm going to continue to incorporate cardio even after I lose this extra 3 pounds, if anything, of fat. I'll just probably turn down the intensity of it, or maybe do it for less time. But that cardio, y'all, that's essential. Make sure you are walking, running, working your heart, because it is a muscle. Okay, y'all, we are winding down, honey. I know y'all finally can see this cardio I've been talking about. You're like, girl, you talk about every video. Where's it at? It's right here, okay? I get on the treadmill, baby. I put the incline all the way up, okay? It's on 15. And my speed is about 1.7, 1.8. For this video specifically, when I was jogging, I cut it up a bit. So I did like maybe a 2.4, 2.6, around that range. But how I like to do my cardio is I walk for 1 minute and I jog for 1 minute. So on and off for 15 minutes. So for half the time I'm like walking, and this ain't even a walk, honey. This look like a power walk, okay? And then for the other half of the time I literally jog. And it's been amazing. Like, it's been really, really good. I mean, yes, strength training is awesome and I feel good when I work out, but strength training plus cardio, this makes me so happy. My mood is definitely lifted. So I would suggest cardio, guys. Even if you got to do a cute little jog like this. Cuz in my mind I feel like I'm going super fast. But it's okay, right? Just make sure you're doing your cardio on whatever machine you like, honey. 10 to 15 minutes. And if you can't get to that 15, the more you do the 10, you'll eventually be able to add 5. I'm sure I could probably go for 20. And eventually I may go for 20 minutes on here. But the thing is with cardio, you kind of have to build up your stamina, which is interesting because it's a run club here in my city. It is in a lot of different cities. So I may actually go this summer. And, just with my stamina alone, I think I'll be able to do it. I think they run a couple miles or they jog a couple miles. So I think that would be really, really good. As far as, wanting to do that in different activities, honey. But that stamina is definitely, definitely necessary. And, even for training others, to be honest, I haven't trained in a minute. I'm studying to get certified right now, but I do, do it as a side hustle or whatever. But when I was training my clients, it just helped in that capacity too. Like, you want somebody who's able to keep up and has stamina and, is not out of breath doing the same workouts that they give you. So this is awesome, guys. If you are in a position where you want to lose weight, always, I would say, do strength training plus cardio. Maybe strength train twice a week with the cardio, like together, and then do the cardio twice a week separately. So maybe have days where it's just straight cardio, right? Jumping rope on the treadmill, jumping jacks, just cardio days. So 2 cardio days and then 2 days strength training plus cardio. The reason that you want to include the strength training is when you lose the weight off of you, you want it to be toned and tight. You don't want it to be flabby. So that's kind of what that helps with, that combination of both. And then you want to be strong in general. You want to be toned. I mean, you may not, but it's just nice, and it definitely looks good overall for the body especially. So I love my cardio at the end, okay? This is one of my favorite things to do. And yeah, guys, make sure you are working on your heart because it's a muscle. guys, the video is winding down. Thank you guys for all your support. I'm literally finna hit 1,000 subscribers, y'all. I started this a year and some change ago, and I've been consistent for 6 months, and I'm about to hit 1K, and that's with only dropping one video a week, y'all. That's not even with me combining that with hair content. I cannot wait to post more for you guys and give you guys more what you want. I can't wait to get monetized on YouTube and make money for yapping, you guys. If you have something you want to do or a dream, please do it. If you have a goal for the year, please go after it, you guys. This is just with 6 months of consistency. Even my body within the last 2 years. Go look at my first gym vlog. I did not look like this, okay? Shout out to consistency and discipline, right? I'm just thankful for you guys' support. I will see you guys next Sunday. If you want a specific video, comment. If you just want to say what's up, comment. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. See y'all on the next one. Bye.